Greetings. And a wonderful day today on this start of our week. Hold on, let me put the phone down for a second. I think I might just hold the microphone. I was going to clip it to me, but I think I might just hold the microphone. I got a lot going on out here, y'all. So, anyway, I just wanted to say hi to y'all today. And the title of this video is Enjoy Today. Enjoy today, y'all, because there's so much going on out here in the world. Whether or not you've heard about the stories, there are a lot of missing girls coming up in the news. The Dakara Thompson has been really gaining traction. For those of you who haven't heard, she's a 19-year-old that went missing in Maryland, out in PG County, by one of the illegal immigrants. And he was from Guatemala, age 35 years old. What's good, Fox Galaxy? And apparently she told her daddy she was going to go get some gas. Ended up said she was going out and then meeting this guy at around 3 a.m. in the morning and never returned back to her family. He took her to his house, which was 25 miles away, and there were another group of people living in that house. That's why I don't understand why they didn't get involved in the situation. Um, they said they heard noises coming from his bedroom, and then after 5:03 a.m., her cell phone basically was shut off, so they could not ping her location after that. And this was just a very unfortunate situation. He said, "This is why you don't really go out at night, Fox Galaxy." I don't blame you. And there's nothing wrong with that because I don't go out like that at night either. There have been times when I have, like if I needed to get gas or, needed to make a run, but for the most part, I don't really do all of that because it's too much going on out here. And then I don't know if y'all heard about what happened with this lady from Ukraine. She was riding, they call it the light rail, I believe, and for no reason at all, she goes and sits down on the public transit, and she's just sitting there minding her own business, looking at her phone. And then the guy behind her, sitting in the seat behind her, takes out a knife, a pocket knife, and just starts stabbing her in her neck for no reason. So she didn't make it. And then after he did that, he walks up, and up the, I guess the walkway of the train, and he's dripping blood down the aisles. And you can hear in the video they're telling him, "Oh man, you dripping blood, you dripping real bad." And he just stands there like nothing happened. Like, what in the freaking world is going on out here with people? Like, it's not safe anywhere. I don't care. It's just not safe anywhere. And I'm gonna tell you something. Even these nice neighborhoods, we've had issues where I've seen on the news, and it might have only made local news because they probably try not to publicize it on the national news, where random teenagers were shooting at people for no reason. And I'm talking about this was the nice, affluent side of town with the high dollars. You said I'd be armed if I do go out at night and I'd be off my phone completely. I don't blame you, Fox Galaxy. You're doing the right thing because your safety is most important than anything in this world. Safety first. I don't care if people get offended, if you tell them, "Oh no, I don't want to go," or if you feel this funny vibe, listen to your intuition. If you don't feel right about these people, don't go near these people. If your vibe tells you, "I'm not going to park my car here," don't park your car there. You don't want to, do something, don't do it. Because that's your higher self talking to you. And so long, we've been kind of like trained to ignore that gut feeling and our intuition. But no, that's something special that we have. That's our discernment. And we owe it to ourselves to put our safety first because you are the first line of defense for your life. Nobody else is the first line of defense. You are. And people, they take things very lightly out here, especially if you have teenage children. There is so much that they are susceptible to on social media, y'all. It's really scary. It's really scary. My sister was telling me about one of the neighbors in her neighborhood. They had a 9-year-old daughter, y'all. And the 9-year-old daughter, now I don't know how this happened, but she ended up wandering out of the house. How did this happen? I don't know, because I met the girl, and actually they had purchased some of my Brown Girls Are Beautiful hoodies, and they have 3 children. So the girl, she's kind of tall. Um, she wandered out the house, but nobody knew that she was gone out the house. So when it was time for them to go to school, and this happened when it was cold outside, the girl was nowhere to be found. And they basically said she wandered down the streets, ended up getting on the wrong bus, and somebody some way was able to contact her parents because they actually had like a little neighborhood search going on for her, and they're still trying to understand how did this happen. They claim that she was sleepwalking in some capacity. She says she doesn't remember anything, and that she was cold, I think, and she might have been scared, but she still had her pajamas on and a book bag on, y'all. Now, what in the freaking world went on in that situation? And to this day, we can't understand it. We can't figure it out. We, I think, I don't know if they had security cameras. I think they may have. I'm not sure. But she went out the back door, y'all. She didn't even go out the front door. And she has two other siblings, and her parents were there when this took place. So, y'all, it's just so much that goes on. It's like, I remember in my neighborhood also, there was a 3-year-old child. And lo and behold, I go on Facebook. I didn't even know this happened, right? I go on Facebook. The 3-year-old child has gone wandering out of the house into one of these retention ponds, y'all. You know the retention ponds, they're like full of water. And the toddler didn't make it. They called the police looking for the little boy, and he didn't make it. So that's why I'm like, y'all, enjoy today. Enjoy today. Let me show y'all. Let me show you where I'm at. So yeah, people are out here just enjoying their lives, enjoying their time, walking around, having a good time today. And if you have a day of life left in this world, use every bit of that day, every bit of your time to enjoy yourself as best as you can. I did go deal with the kindergartners today. I saw one of the little girls that I knew. She was from a different school. I remember her from last year. She was in kindergarten. This year she's in first grade, y'all. And she's the cutest little thing. And she grew a couple of inches, but she's real short. She's really not that tall at all. And I stopped and I looked at her, and she looked at me. She was just freely going down the hall with one of her little friends. And I said, "Do you remember me from the other school?" And I held my arms open. She came and gave me a little hug, y'all. She went running off. But y'all, it's just like you don't want anything to happen to these precious little babies out here. So please, please protect them at all costs. Don't have these children walking to the store by themselves. I've seen some stuff out here where there were 3 little boys in Walmart one day, and he was on the phone, I guess, with the mother, and they were actually shopping in Walmart for her. But they were together, but they were, when I say young, these boys were very young. And the one that was on the phone, oh my goodness, he thought he was just the grownest little thing ever. I mean, even like children taking public transportation is not safe. I know they say like children fly on planes by themselves too. That's a thing, but I don't trust it. Even my sister, let me tell y'all something. Hold on, Fox Galaxy. I want to read your message. I didn't get to read your message. I need to read that. Hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up your message. My sister was like, she was coming. She was coming to see me. She said, "I'm gonna take the bus." I said, "No, you not." Don't you know I got in my car and went and got her because I didn't want her on public transportation by herself. All right, let me see if I can find your comment, Fox. I'm sorry. I should have read it when it popped up. How do I check messages? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on one second. I come to this to finally snap from my hood side so I can be at least an anti-hero, and so far it's going solid, and since then the crew fell apart. Good for you. It's nothing good going down in the hood, y'all. Every time somebody tells you, "I'm from the hood, we going to the hood," get away from them. It's nothing good in the hood. Just remember I told you that. I'm telling you what I know. Nothing but a bunch of nonsense. There's nothing extravagant about it, nothing that is appealing about it. If you want to put your life at risk, go to a bunch of hood people in a bunch of hood areas and watch some stuff go down, and you could be involved. They will either have you involved or you're going to be in the close proximity to being almost involved in it. I'm telling you what I know. There's nothing it's nothing good about it. People like to talk about people that don't do these things and don't entertain nonsense. Oh, you think you too good. You're goody two shoes. You stuck up. So what? My thing is, you're really winning if you get to live another day and enjoy your time here on this planet. You get to live another day if you get to have your safety and your life and your health. And you get to walk around and talk and breathe on your own. You're not, laying in a hospital bed somewhere. Because this devious people out here don't care. And these people that claim to be friends, they not really friends, y'all. Do y'all remember Bobby Christina? Y'all remember Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina? So she was allegedly around a group of friends when that situation happened to her. Do you think any of those people came forward and admitted to what happened? That boy that was supposed to be her alleged boyfriend, which I thought that was weird, a weird situation, dragged her by her hair, knocked her teeth out. And this happened in an apartment or in the residence full of their so-called friends. Nobody intervened, nobody stopped it. How did she end up face down in a tub full of water, y'all? Tell me how that happened. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Okay? Be careful who you call a friend. And a lot of times you think they're going to be there for you, they're not. You can be around a crowd of people, they'll watch you suffer. They'll walk over top of you while you lay it on the ground. You can see these things like in videos in New York. People have actually witnessed people do this type of stuff. People put no type of value on human life anymore, y'all. It's just like, oh, it's another tragic story out here gone awry. So that's why I said your real true defense comes from you. You are your first line of defense. You said, thank you. I remember I got backdoored and I almost got caught up 3 months ago. And that's when my slow cutting ties, I don't blame you. Cut them ties like it's nothing. I had to cut ties when I was much younger in life. And I knew this girl when I was like 14, 15, 16, because I started driving, 17. We were friends in high school, y'all. So I thought. Had to cut her off. She was basically allegedly related to the enemy, y'all. Had to go to court and everything. And I had no business being in the situation that I was in, but it was out of jealousy. So a lot of times you can be in the wrong territory and you can be put in the wrong situation because you're around the wrong type of people, the wrong energy, the wrong location. That's why I stay away from ignorant ghetto hood people. When I see that people are acting, like imbeciles, I get away from them. There's nothing good coming out of that. I mean, and I know people think it's exciting to be around a bunch of controversy. It's nothing exciting about that. Even with YouTube beef, I don't understand why people like to even go that far. Don't you know there was a couple a few months ago that got their lives taken out in Las Vegas because of YouTube beef? The man went riding around for them. And this was a husband and wife, went from casino to casino to casino. They were in their 40s and they had children, y'all. Finally found them, walked up on the street, SHOT the husband, and then also SHOT the wife, and a crowd full of people, y'all. Did not care that they were around a crowd full of people. And then I actually saw the bodies lying in the street, like it was nothing, y'all. And Vegas is busy. It's similar to New York. It's like the city that doesn't sleep. So it's plenty of stuff to go on. And it's a tourist attraction. That didn't stop these people from going crazy. These people are demonic and they don't care. That's why I say enjoy today. Make the most out of your life today. So whatever it is that you want to work on, take some time to work on it. Even if you have to sacrifice a little bit from something else. Like I'm supposed to be out doing a whole lot of other things. What's good? No more cults and labels. I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. You know what I said? I'm going to take some time and sit here and get some fresh air and enjoy this weather for myself. Because I owe this to myself. We sit up here and we try to go to work, do this, do that, run all these errands. You got to always constantly make money. But when do we really take time to enjoy the time that we're here, physically walking on this globe, on this earth? I remember who I was before I got kicked out of school. I was on a 6, 7 year streak of having A's and B's. Hold on. So let me try to see your message. And that's when all A's came too. I was in my prime. Yeah. Like I used to always get, honor roll in high school. It was nothing to do that. No, 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 I take that back because there was a time when I did get like a C, but I was in honors English, y'all. And our teacher, he acted like we were in college. That's how he was acting. I was in 10th grade. And I remember my mama, she was like, I don't know why you get to 10th grade and act like you don't want to try. I don't know. But she didn't understand. I was taking honors English, and this teacher was very different. Thank you. No more cults and labels. Now, I will tell you this. I refused to take AP. AP was so challenging. I went to the counselor's office. I said, take me out of those classes because I don't want to mess up my GPA. I did not take physics. I didn't go past algebra 2. That was it for me. That's what I did, and that's what I knew. You said I was a two-time student of the month winner. Good. Go for you. Good for you, y'all. It's nothing. Look, it's nothing wrong. It is nothing wrong at all with being an intellectual person. I actually find that very appealing because you can actually have an intelligent conversation. People that are not interested in learning or elevating, what type of conversation are you going to have with these type of people? Very, very surface level conversations. Those are the people that like to gossip all day. And I don't get anything about gossiping about somebody else 24 hours a day. Like, that's not elevating in life, y'all. Elevating his life is making your personal life better. That that boy is so excited. He said he saw a turtle. I think it's a fake turtle that they put in the water, but he's excited about it, y'all. So that's what you hear in the background. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with being an intellectual. Gossip sells, but it's a waste of time. Gossip does sell, y'all. I noticed like on this channel, whenever I've spoken about celebrities, or I do like a live stream about celebrities, I get the most views off of talking about someone else. Reminds me of my hold on. He said reminds me of my 9-year-old self. Okay, go ahead, Fox Galaxy. I noticed that every time I come on here and like if I talk about someone, it gets more views. And that's because I don't know, I think people are pre-programmed to focus in on other people's lives instead of focusing on themselves. I'd rather live a very comfortable, peaceful life than to be worried about other people gossiping about other people's lives. Like, I'd rather enjoy my life than to gossip about other people. That's just how I feel. Because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to live carefree and just be like not understanding that really you are living good. See, people think living good is living like celebrities or having, all these material things. I'm going to tell you, the best years of my life, it was not about the material stuff. It was just about being peaceful and carefree, y'all. And we didn't have like a whole bunch of stuff. We had what we needed. I mean, we didn't really have to want for much, but my thing is we were comfortable and we were just enjoying our lives. And that was when I was living in Germany. I say it all the time. All the time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I didn't even know about MTV, BET, all these channels. We didn't have cable, y'all. That tells you something. We had one channel that we used to watch called AFN. And with that one channel, we did used to receive like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Bill Cosby, all those shows would come on, but they came on at a certain time of day and a certain time of week that we could watch it. And so we would watch our shows, we would eat our dinner at the table, and we just had regular family conversation. I did my homework. I used to go ride my bicycle in the neighborhood with the neighborhood children. That's like when you could actually freely ride your bicycle all around and you didn't really have to worry about much. But y'all, things are so different now. And you really have to talk to your children like, put GPS tracker devices on your children if you have to. I know somebody said when they went to, I think Disney World or Disneyland, that's what they did. They put trackers on the children. You have to do that. Um, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have the internet. We did not have YouTube. We didn't have social media. Yeah, we were just in our own world, having our own lives, being peaceful and carefree, and it was fine. We would walk downtown. We didn't have to worry about getting robbed, getting shot, getting, all these things that are going on today. And I think that has something to do with like other countries because they're a little bit different. Their crime rate is very different. We used to hear the stories about what was going on here in America. I was like, I don't even think it's safe for us to come back. Like, I didn't know that people would rob people for shoes. Like, my uncle was telling my daddy about it, and it was unfathomable to me. Like, it was unheard of. Like, people are really doing that. This is the level of peace that we had, y'all. And I'm telling you, it's totally different when you get out of these environments and stuff. But now you just got to be real careful. No more cults. You're laughing. I'm serious. I'm serious. I didn't know what ghetto meant. My real name is Dawn. I'm comfortable enough to reveal my name. Okay, Dawn. Okay, I think you're following me on Instagram. Nice to meet you. And thank you for sharing, by the way. Yeah, but enjoy your lives. Enjoy today, y'all. You know, every day here, it really is a blessing, even if it's not the best day, because you know what? It takes some bad days. It takes some days of suffering to get to the good ones sometimes. You know, so days can be very torturing, days can be very terrible, but days can also be very good. And we just have to savor those great moments. Like, it's a woman over here twerking. I can't even say a woman, a female over there twerking. It's just like, why? Why? Y'all, I was driving down the road the other day, yesterday actually. It was a Caucasian lady and a melanated lady in the street twerking in the, yeah, that made me follow you and shit. Thank you. Twerking on the side of the road, wanting attention. Everybody was just driving past, not paying them attention. They should have felt dumb and stupid. We got to stop with this twerking epidemic because it's making people look real bad. Yeah, there was a video that I watched. Live every day like your last. Oh, yes, live every day like your last. Enjoy every moment. Yeah, people say that. And I think we really take stuff for granted, y'all. But definitely, we do have to cherish these moments because what I have definitely learned is we just don't know the day or the time. We just don't. And so I'm enjoying my time here with this breeze near the water, with this fresh air and the sunlight, and it just feels so good and peaceful, y'all. I'm taking this moment in and I'm sharing it with y'all, so I hope you can appreciate that. Make sure y'all like my video, by the way. But yeah, just thank you so much for all of the positivity. It's trend that is not funny, and I'll be like, yeah, it's a trend. It's not. It's like my thing is melanated females are the only ones out here doing that. Life is all about the experience and life lessons. It is. And it's like we're the only ones, I'm not going to say we, they are the only ones out here doing this type of ratchetness. And to me, I feel like it makes people as a whole look at us like that's all you have to offer to the culture, to the world, to, society is turning up your backside and wiggling. Like, that's ridiculous. And gathering good memories. Life is all about making good memories, y'all. Making good memories. Yes, indeed. And spending it with the people that deserves to be in your life. You know, the people that deserve to be in your life. I'm trying to read your comments. That's right, Fox Galaxy. You know, it should not be where you spent so many years on this planet and then we don't know when we're going, how we're leaving, but you didn't get to fulfill some of your desires. I think that everything that you set your mind to, you should be able to try to at least make these things come true because we deserve that, y'all. I don't think any of us asked to be here. Like, for real. And we didn't ask to be in the situations that we have been born into. We were not born, we didn't ask for, certain relatives and family members. We didn't ask for certain life circumstances. These things are just things that have been placed upon us, but we also have to embrace the blessings that have been bestowed upon us, our talents and our gifts and natural abilities as well. All of the happiness and joy is not outside of us, y'all. It's really truly within us. And there are people that come to try to take that away. There are people every day trying to steal somebody's happiness and joy because they're miserable. Yes, indeed. I be having trust issues, and normally I don't trust people, but I trust you because you're the reason why. Thank you, Fox. So I've heard a lot of people say they have trust issues. The magic is with we are magical. We create our own magic, y'all. And the power of thought, the power of your mind is very magical as well. And there are things that I actually manifested and didn't realize that's what I was doing, but I did it. And there's different ways to manifest, y'all. I talked about this before. Um, But you get your most enlightenment and your most empowerment when you actually listen to yourself and go within, y'all. You really, truly do. But I hope y'all are having a good evening as well. Yeah, but like I said, I was with the kindergartners today, and those little things, it was only 11 of them. Just got a text message coming through to my phone. Y'all, my ankle is itching. I think something has bitten my. They be tearing my ankles up. I have on socks, ankle socks, but I feel like either they're biting through the freaking socks or they're finding like my skin some type of way and they just tearing me up. I can't stand it. My ankle's just itching so bad, y'all. Just itching. Oh my gosh. What time is it? It's not that late. It's still pretty early. It's light out here. I am actually getting hungry. Trying to think what I want to eat, y'all. So I'm gonna get something good because my tummy is definitely on Anyway, I've been on here for about 25 minutes. Thank y'all so much for listening. The bugs be getting you? Yes, indeed. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, continue to walk in your divinity, celebrate yourself, and y'all stay blessed and stay safe out here, y'all. Until next time. Oh, and I have a video. I got a few videos that I'm going to be uploading too. So check those out. All right, y'all. Talk to you later.